Hello there, and welcome back to the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. There are some lords around here, like Lord Moss, who shouldn't really be directly underneath me. And the Glovers, I'm sure, would like to have their vassal back. The main thing I'm going to do at first here is lower my vassal limits. A lot of these lords here are unhappy with how we currently are, and so they will be gaining some land, especially lords who were very vocal in defending the north from the foreigners there. So let's give away some of these lands. That it includes you. The Umbers are going to annex the CK2 Islands here. That is what they're going to get out of this. The entire CK2 Islands will be annexed by this House Umber. Of course, you will annex your area there. The Rills, yes, you did very well in the war. You really do deserve this, but you are going to annex the shoreline here. And that will be the houses of Fisher. And the houses of Ironsmith. And who is up here? It is Hooton. Whomever Hooton is. Transfer vassalage of the House of Hooton. Very good. But this is what happens when you have a leader in charge who cannot look after their realm. She's 1 year old. Of course people are going to be picking at her realm. The Iron Wrath here as well. But Roderick has been a good commander in his own right. I doubt he's going to just simply allow himself to be annexed over here. Not other High Lordships that can be... No, because I don't have any land to create the High Lordships. One of the clans would be good, though. It's a shame that nobody here is... Oh, the Norrie is. Of course the Norrie would be the Norrie. The Wool. House Wool is takeable, so is not. And the Flint of the Mountains. 41% success chance. Well, who is in charge of the law at the moment? The Spymaster Harwood. He is ambitious. I could see the Spymaster teaming up with the just zealots, Norrie here, in a conspiracy to take away these lands for Harwood and to create the High Lordship for the Norrie. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate that. We're going to send some forces over, including Norrie loyalists. That really is not many men. We're going to have all of these forces go over to deal with this Flint man. Let him rot. Marlon, yes, sure. He can definitely rot. Until next time, we are going to become part of the Iron Throne again, it seems. My lady, many of your faithful subjects, myself included, feel that Lady Jane Paul has amassed too much power. Really? Who... Would that be down to you? You are a brave, selfish, just, zealoty kind of guy. Diplomatic, but not terribly diplomatic. Who's in charge of the laws here? You, the Lord. Deceitful. Yes, you're the man in charge of the Lords. You're more of a... I don't see you being too much to guess. We're going to have no part in this scheme. We are going to have a part in this scheme, no? Because, well, we got to get rid of the vassals somehow, and it's a good way to make a story. Drogon is now rode into battle by a pirate. Are you kidding me? Jon Snow cannot tame Drogon, but Vyronos, the pirate, can. Madness. Absolute madness. And apparently I am not a part of the Iron Throne. No, the Iron Throne is going to work here. They're in their own little wars. Excellent. You good sir, you are arrested for treason. He has risen his arms in rebellion. We do not quite have the men there to secure it, but there are forces nearby who would be able to help us out here. Quite a few men from House Umber will rally to the Crown's cause. I say crown, we're not exactly a queen here, are we? We are a lady paramount. But I'm sure we'll be able to find our vengeance soon enough and assert where we should be in this world. Excellent, the siege here is commencing. To all good lords of the north, I declare that Lady Jane Paul of the Dreadfort has upset the delicate balance of power in the realm by refusing to relinquish control of the High Lordship of the Broken Branch to one of her vassals. Let this tyranny be known throughout the realm, and her power restrained for the good of all. Jane is now known as a tyrant. Oh, that is madness. But anyway, the forces here under control of John Umber and Roderick Forrester and anyone else who's in? No. They will secure this land. Your reports from Winterfell. Oh, it's this guy again. Well, he's still doing good, so terrific. Hopefully this siege here does not take terribly long, so we can deal with everything here. And yes, we can still do so much good. Thank you for the update again. Meg Mornt has formed an alliance. Good for her. We are going to full speed real quickly here. We will not be accepting anyone. Just to get through this siege. Get it over and done with so we can deal with everything here. A new Lord of White Harbour, and it is Willis. So we need a new man for this here position. And Roderick Risewell, I'm sure he is a man who could get himself a position in the council due to his efforts in the war. He was a very, very good leader there. King Tommen is disfigured as fuck. He has grayscale. Oh no. And his heir is Marcella, who's married to Daven. Excellent. Oh, not excellent. Interesting. Very interesting, in fact. And Duncan Tuttle is now dead. Suspicious circumstances. Anyway, the Lord here has been defeated. We'll enforce our peace. And he will lose his title. Excellent. We will then be creating the High Lordship of the Northern Clans. And the Lordship of Breakstone Hill will go to the Spymaster Harwood, who, in the story I am writing for you personally, conspired with Lord Norrie to take it. He'll be granted the Lordship of Breakstone Hall. He's taken the name Colwyn. He may keep that name. We'll just simply change the badge a little bit. I'm not terribly interested. Yeah, something like that. Sure, Colwyn. Some arrowheads. Lord Harwood of Breakstone Hill. Does he require a wife? Yes, he does, but we cannot give him one. We'll then give the High Lordship to the Lord Norrie here, who is a very good man. And that now does put us underneath the vassal limits. We've lost a lot of vassals, and some of our lords have gained a lot of lands. The army here, however, will be put back down again. We have a personal guard, it seems, with these chaps. We'll keep them under the command of Rob Woods here. Council positions. We need a spy master. We'll no longer have that man since he's retired to his homestead. He's done his work. That's how some people roll. They do their job, and then they retire off somewhere at a estate. The spy mastership, however, we will give to... Alan is the best man for the job. We'll give it to him. We'll have him scheme. Excellent. There are some very happy people here, but the levy's still not relatively high. We're going to hope that places like Winterfell do rebuild over time. Do we still have a fortress here, by chance? No. A refuge, a trade post. Trade posts can be built for 50 ducats along the coasts by patrician families in merchant republics, even in foreign territory. However, any local ruler is also allowed to build a trade post in their counties if a trade route happens to pass through. Construction will take that long. What will it do? The economy here is very good, and it is on a trade route. So I think what we will do, since we do have a bit of money, is build a trade post there, sure. Anything else? We can build basic defences for Winterfell, get it over level 10 pro farms. I think farms would be the thing to do. In charge of the economy appears to be Lord Brandon here. He's a just man. He'd probably be a farmer, wouldn't he? And he lives right here, Master Brandon. What a good position. Hopefully he can fix the economy very well. As a bold move, Blackmire, the Cranogman, has been arrested. And Brass Stark has had Stark armor added to his treasury. Good for you, Brass Stark. You are still marked as special interest if we do have somewhere lined up that we need to give land to. Of course, this story fit with you. You are still quite a traitor, Jon Stark. He's a traitor and he will not object. Who's in charge of the laws at the moment? In charge of the laws is you, Roderick. He's ambitious, just, charitable, brave. He's just. Hand to the king, Howland. Just again. Sure, the Jon Starks here did not help us in the war. I'm sure these fellows would be more than happy to revoke the land, even if they are a historic house. But would they? Would they really? They could revoke it to make somebody else a High Lordship, the Lightfoot or the Moss. I'm not sure. They are a historical house, but they did not fight for us in any of the wars, I don't think. Did they fight for us in the Bastards of Bolton War? They might not have. They might have been traitors, actually. So we are going to have that land revoked. He's not going to be able to say anything about it. Excellent. We could remove House Jon Stark entirely, but I don't think that would be terribly fair, unless we were to give it to somebody else. Now, that would upset everyone. So we'll leave Harry on here with it. The High Lordship, though, we'll keep personally, I think. Yeah, let's just keep the land personally for now. It does put us one level over our Vassal limits, but that's perfectly fine. It's only one singular number. The levies have increased further. Vassal levies raised too long. Where? You? Nobody's been raised. These forces are not raised. They are just event-spawn troops. Northern companies. Men who fought for Jon. My lady, loyal servants such as I surely deserve some recognition and rewards from time to time. It is widely known that you hold huge lands and many titles, and as generous as you are, perhaps you would consider granting this humble servant the High Lordship of Carhold. The House of Lightfoot, he is a family man, stubborn, humble, trusting. He's got a daughter who's an heir married to a Moss. Make the Mosses eventually take over. In charge of the realm, you are a just man. It's a just question that there is a High Lordship to the area. In exchange for a favour, of course, for opinion. No, just of course. Sure. I'm 3 years old, I do not get a say in this. Of course, a new High Lord, and that is the Lombard of Carhold. They have an eventual child, Bernard Moss. So, Castellan, here, you have a daughter, but not a son. I'm just trying to think who you would try to set me up with. You don't have any grandsons at all. Your daughter cannot be married. Can she invite to court? No. You have a daughter, not a son. I'm sure he'll try to set us up with a great house. Now, are you friends with anybody here? Lord Rob of the Dreadfort. Ah, and a Brandon who works for the White Walkers, of course. Rave Hill. Who are these people? Mayor Reed, Lynara Snow. Are these from the Telltale game, perhaps? They won't come to court, whoever they are. Oh, you work for the Barrow Stark. You like a marriage, perhaps? Nobody here of great worth. Alan, the spy master. They would accept. Okay, well, if she's that interesting, we'll invite her over. Brandon here, he's an interesting sort as well. Arrange a marriage to anyone? No. Can't invite to court. Because he's not an adult, though, I see. And is this Rave Hill? Seador? Who on earth? The Free-Eyed Crow? Oh! The Free-Eyed Crow is a thing. And he has a court. Who's in his court? Josiah, Leaf, Elsera, Benji Coots. There are people here. Summer? Oh, that is the Summer. Yes, I know that character. So, Benji Coots, you are a good fighter and a former Savron. Any way we can get you to court? Marriage, perhaps? Not to me. No, I think I'll just be sending her off. Yes, you. How do we deal with you? Oh, sure, there's Leaf as well. You interested, Leaf? They got the character model very good on Leaf. Arrange a marriage, perhaps? No. Alzera, Benjicute is a very good warrior. Josiah as well. The bastard of all realm provinces. Well, we definitely can't get you over. Well, that's very interesting to see. Now, let's continue with the game here. Our daughter was born to Bodorok and Jon Snow. Interesting, so you are a Stark, yes. She, however, is not, due to the marriage here. I accept your suggestion that Alyn and Lynara get married. So Lynara Snow is now in our court. Not sure who you are. Maybe you're another one of Brandon's. Perhaps. Oh well. And we have fixed up a Vassal here apparently. Tommen Lannister is dead. Marjorie is no longer the queen. Is there anyone here who would marry her? Baratheon? No. Long live the king, apparently. I don't think so. I think the North is quite anti this king. He's currently in his own little war. Could declare for the king, swear fealty, demand return of artifacts, declare war, bloody vengeance, whatever. But no, if the Northmen are going to declare a bloody vengeance anywhere, I think we know where it's going to be. We can also do border dispute. No, we can even do bloody vengeance. Must hold some sort of claim on Lord Ryman Frey's lands, due to being more than twice as powerful. I see. Could claim Hag's Mire. Or is there a claimant to the twins? Low for Frey, Alexander Frey. There are Freys who we could pick here, including Oliver, who was one of the loyalists. I'm not sure. These guys definitely deserve it. The only way we can go to war is to move the other guy into this position. Yes, unless you do a border dispute over the twins, but we can't do that due to piety and gold. Piety and gold, you say? I also have to have one of those things there. Yeah, we could claim Hagmire or the crossing in the name of Walder Frey. But I don't think anyone here is going to like this kid. Is he the Craycall one? No, he's the Darry one. Oh, he's the Craycall Frey. I see. Yeah, definitely not him then. I'm not sure, but the Freys definitely do need a northern army to come over their heads. Maybe claiming Hagsmire in this guy's name is the way to go, since we can't do bloody vengeance. And we shall, I think. Yeah, we can't do a border dispute, so we'll just go for claiming Hagsmire. We could try to take the land if we did quickly land somebody around here. Alaric, perhaps. He would give me up this land. It would cost us 15, but we could then push a Frey onto the land to secure it for the north, but we don't need that. We'll just simply go over there and destroy them, really. The claim of Hagsmire has been pushed. We'll set a rally point. Where's somewhere good? Moat Cailin. We'll set a rally point at Moat Cailin. And basically every family that's got screwed over by the nonsense down there is going to be called up. I'm sure they'd volunteer for this war. House Paul, of course, absolutely. House Hornwood is part of that. House Locke, yes. House Flint, the other House Flint, you all definitely want to. Barrington, the Risewells and the Umbers definitely, but the Risewells not so much. You're newly loyal. In fact, basically everyone except the Risewells, which is going to call up, really. The Glovers, you're also invited. I can see the Risewells sitting this one out. But that's still quite a stack. Excellent. Well, we'll let them try and gather up a bit there. My lady, I write on behalf of the bank to express... Oldcastle. Who's he imprisoned by? Robert, the second the Iron Throne. Oh, he actually had a son. No, this is Marcella's child. But I don't see how this concerns me, I'm afraid. Excellent. Do we accept somebody like Dennis Dustin? He is a good man, but we do not like to pay for people. No, we don't. Relations between houses Stark and Manley have been strained for a while now, so much that Lord Willis Manley no longer considers himself a loyalist to your house. That's terrible. Very terrible. And no, we do not accept you either. Private farms have been built in Winterfell. Excellent. Well, we have an army amassed. The army will be led by Jon Umber, Meg Mormont, and Roderick Forrester, 3 people who lost family members at the Red Wedding. And when you come back next episode, they will be marching south to deal with the twins. The Freys will suffer. Yes, they will. And Catelyn Stoneheart's still alive. Interesting. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying this campaign still, despite the lack of Jon and Daenerys. But I'm sure we'll be able to bring a good storyline out of this, especially if we're going to be dealing with the Freys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.